gas cap. Gotta water the floor down. I'll wipe these again, tack rake them. Definitely heat the booth. Under fluorescence. Under natural light. You know, 99.9% of people on eBay that buy and sell are good people. They really are. I've had a few incidents, but I'd say 90+% people advertise what they got. Yeah, okay, anyway. So I went to go spray with a pressure pot. This whole pot is brand new. You know, never been used. Well, I don't know about never been used. Lucky enough, I've had my share of experiences. I'd say for about a year at Magna Donnelly, I used to break down 5.5 gallon pots, and I know how to go through and clean them and take them all apart. It's a no-brainer. Went to go cut this hose off because I got to get this little clamp off to reuse it. Yeah. The Omni white should cover that gray quite fast. It's not. So I'm going to retape the whole truck. This will be the third time I prime this truck. I don't prime vehicles that much. Not 3 times. But what are you going to do? It's either buy more paint or buy primer. Now primer is cheap. But you have to put a lot more labor into it because you got to sand the primer. Well, I'll show you why. I'm trying to do the process elimination. I would like to fill that up with primer and get that more level. Everything is pretty much good to go, but got to start all over again. That is livable. I'm not saying it's perfect, but once I go from that corner to that corner and lay 2 coats of white primer on it and sand it with 320 shit on the tailgate. Let's show you the real shit on the tailgate. And this is what I don't understand. I don't know if the metal was too cold because this is not metal. And you got, you know, got a nice sheen on it. You can see reflection. Okay. This tailgate is something. See the light? I don't understand that. That's orange peel to me, and it's everywhere on this tailgate. And it's not because of the flake, because I know I can get it to be more shinier with flake before I cut it. Well, I got 4 coats of clear on it, and I don't like orange peel. I hate orange peel because it's a lot of work, because if this whole truck was in orange peel, that means I gotta cut and bump every inch. Like Paul Harvey says, here's the rest of the story. I was doing pretty good, sanding it out with 1000 grit. I could just airbrush that in with white. Then I started noticing. Turn the light on for you. I see it. Will anybody ever see it? Just a tad. So I'll just do 1 coat of white on it. Well, it's Wednesday and the primer should have been here, but I don't know why it isn't. I'm waiting for white primer, but anyway, I don't mean to be negative. You know, they say things can only get better. when I was showing you the tailgate, I was rubbing my hand against it, and I realized where that long run was. I didn't spend enough time with the flat block, aluminum block. I ended up using a saw pad too soon, and I could feel the ridge, and I can't take a chance that it's gonna come back when I clear it. I already got too much time into this tailgate to overlook it, so yeah. Anyway. Okay, Finish Master. This is their Z Series Classic Clear. I'm not saying it's all that in a bag of chips. Sometimes it sprays well, sometimes it doesn't. Don't know why. So they went from Zoltone, which I really liked, until this classic stuff, which they told me was the same, which is untrue because I did some research last night. Zoltone is a high solid clear. Okay, they told me that this was a high solid clear when they got rid of Zoltone. I believed them. Whatever, it is what it is. I have success sometimes. So they went from that to this. Now they're both gearhead. Okay, so I'm assuming the reason they carry this instead of this, why they got rid of Zoltone, less profit on Zoltone, more profit on this, and now they changed this, more profit. That's the only reason I would think they keep changing brands and labels. It doesn't make no sense. And the reason I know it's still Gearhead Clear is because right here it says distributed Gearhead Products, West Washington, Indianapolis, okay? That's that. What does that say? 1500 West Washington, Indianapolis. The last four numbers of the phone number is 3678. Same phone number. The point is, here's my point. I'm sorry I rambled on. I do not understand. And maybe I need to change over to some different clear because this is not doing what I want to do. 4.2. Then they make a 2.1. My paint rep, I've been going there for 20 years more. You know, I'm saying he's a nice guy, okay? Look at this, whatever. But, you know, I don't like it when people start telling me things that are not 100% true. When I walked in there, I did my research on the Smart Classic Clear, and I asked him straight out the first question. I said, is that a high solid clear? And he said, yes. And I said, no, it's not. I said, I did my research on it. It's not high solid clear. I want high solid clear. Basically, all they offer is Omni. Besides this. Omni, I'm not saying, Omni I'm getting real tired of too. Their color base is not covered. I am going to reprime this whole freaking truck because I am not kidding. This right here, this is a light gray. It took me 4 passes of white Omni to cover the tailgate. No, that in the 4.2 VOCs and the 2.1 VOCs. Now what I always assumed that the 4.2 had more material and less thinner. Now I'm not so sure. There's got to be a difference. My paint rep couldn't tell me the difference. So, you know, I'm done with people that can't tell me they sell a product that can't tell me what the ins and outs of it is, because that's your job. Anyway, so a high solid clear and a medium solid clear, what I'm being told, a medium solid clear, medium solid clear has like 35% solids. A high solid clear has like 45% solids. Is a solid pigment, and the rest binder and reducer? Because I'm not understanding, and before I shell my hard-earned money on some more clear, that I need more information. I want a high solid clear. I want something that you can lay 2 passes thick like fucking frosting, and then I can cut it at least with 1,000 grit and not hit the flake and pearl, and the flake is only .008. Come on now. I did 4 passes on the tailgate and cut through it? No. Now that's like water. Now I know Zotone is way different. Can I get Zotone? No. No. They won't sell to me even though they make it in Michigan. Here's some pictures of my wife's foot surgery that she just had to have redone. It's the surgery was 20 years old on her foot. Yeah. Okay, I'll show you another one. There's quite a few stitches there, and then there's stitches way on the side over here. And then, because the first doctor 20 years ago screwed it up so bad, that, here's a better picture. Stitches there, and they had to take, the doctor did such a crappy job back in the day. Where is it at? Right there, they had to take bone out of her heel and graft it in there. Wow. Her foot was broke, they said 20 years ago, and the doctor did a really, the bones and the screws, this is what was happening before I met her. Broke her foot, right like, if this is your foot, broke it right here. I'm not going to tell you a story because it's a fucked up story, it ain't got nothing to do with me. They put 4 pins in here, 3 screws. It started coming unglued, it started having a hole. So what they did is they took all 4 pins out, all 3 screws out, took what they call growing flesh bone, grabbed it in here, screwed 4 more pins in here and put 3 more screws in here, and hopefully the technology these days will be a lot better. And I'm glad I wouldn't be going through it because doctors ain't number 1 on my list of people to trust anyway. I don't trust nobody no more, to tell you the truth. Fuck it. That's the truth. Can I get a fucking amen?